Hello everyone and welcome back to Koiken Otome. The day of the inter-school tournament has finally arrived. Akane is filled with emotion. A lot of stuff really has happened to get to this point. Yeah, it has. After reflecting upon our past, I reply.
これから戦うのだから感傷に浸っても仕方ない。
まったくだな。私としたことがついしんみりとしてしまった。
Akane grimaces after hearing Kamishiro's usual calm and collected comment. Still, without ever wavering, we can always rely on Kamishiro's composure.
よし、気合い入れてこう。ここまで来たからには絶対に勝とう。
Yeah!
言うまでもなく、そうするつもり。
We all acknowledge the fire in our eyes, and then Yuzu walks towards us with laptop in hand. Just like we had during the selection battles, we are about to have our pre-match meeting.
今回の対戦チームのデータです。
It isn't Eve's team, is it?
いえ、聖デイビッド学園の選抜戦で準優勝のチームの方々です。
Yuzu begins to read out each member's data.
というと、あの者たちか。
Oh, is it those three delinquents? What were their names again? I forgot. It looks like it. If what Eve told us is true, our opponents are those three delinquents. I was right.
もしかしてご存知なのですか?
Yeah, a little. Akane and I exchange troubled looks, but don't say anything. We've got some deep ties with them, and they also served as the impetus for our team's acquaintance.
パフェの借りをようやく返す時が来た。
With a completely serious tone, Kamishiro mutters about her personal grudge. It seems Kamishiro has somewhat of a different relationship with them.
相手の動力構成は火炎系、合力系、移動系となってますね。
Movement type, huh? That must be similar to Kaoru's non-combatant type Doryoku.
聖デイビッド学園はカシノモリとでは参加資格のレギュレーションが違うみたいです。カシノモリでは非戦闘系とみなされる動力系統も聖デイビッドにおいては参加資格があるものだとみなされるようです。
オースティンは回復系の動力。
Good point, now that you mention it. She fights so naturally that we sometimes forget the fact that Eve is a non-combative restoration Doryoku user. For her to be so strong shows just how good she is.
今回の対戦チームに話を戻しますね。
Oh, sorry about that.
選抜戦では圧倒的な強さを誇っていたらしく、その対戦チームは
Yuzu is a bit conflicted as to whether or not to say it.
どうした？何か言いづらいことでもあるのか？いえ、ちゃんと話しておいた方がいいですよね、やっぱり。今回の対戦チームと試合をした方々はオースティンさんのところを除いてみんな病院のお世話になっています。
Akane's face suddenly stiffens.
野蛮な連中。
Even Toko retorts in a cold manner.
能力の高さもさることながら個々の戦闘力が抜きん出ているようです。わかりやすく言えばとても実戦慣れしているということです。
Accustomed to combat. Indeed, that battle-thirsty lord must have gone through many more fights in addition to the selection tournament. That Shijo guy feels especially dangerous. At first glance, Shijo looks like he has a calm demeanor, but sometimes you can catch a glimpse of a sharp glare in his eyes.
とはいえ、イブたちには負けたのだろう。合宿で鍛え抜かれた私たちが恐れるほどではないはずだ。それが調べてみたところ、実際イブさんたちとの対戦は最後まで決着がつかなかったそうなんです。
Huh? What do you mean by that?
激戦の末、四条さんのチームが反則をして、その結果負けたらしいです。
According to Yuzu, in an attempt to disable the opponent, they dangerously attempted to attack vital points. Luckily, the critical attacks didn't land and the referee gave them a penalty. It seems they lost as a result.
やはり粗暴なのは振る舞いだけではなかったようだな。
Seems that way. Akane and I solemnly nod since we've already experienced some of this wrath from Shijo's team.
このような動力使いの風上にも置けない者たちは一度急を据えてやりたいところだが、あの四条といった火炎系の動力使いはなかなかに侮れない力を持っていたな。
得意な戦術は？
攻撃に特化し、インファイトで速攻を仕掛けてくるタイプです。逆に複雑なコンビネーションはあまり得意としないようです。
I see.
ただ移動系の伏見翼さんには要注意です。彼女がいることでチームの機動力は格段に高く。この私がどうかしたのか？
Speak of the devil! Previously unnoticed by us, there was Fushimi glaring daggers at Yuzu.
お前ら一体何の用だ？
おいおい、あんまり先走ってんじゃねえよ、シミ。
そうですよ。我々は戦いの前の軽い挨拶に来ただけですからね。
Coming up behind Fushimi are Fujimori and Shijo. Greetings?
へえ、今回の対戦チームがあなたたちだと知っていても立ってもいられなかったもので。
ほら、私ら知らない仲じゃないだろ。
あれからちょっとは強くなったか？今度はもう少し楽しませてくれんだよな。
Fushimi and Fujimori both crack sadistic smiles.
今日の戦いのために私たちは相当の鍛錬を積んだ。以前と同じだと思うなよ。
食べ物の恨みは怖いということを存分に味わわせてあげる。
The two respond to each verbal punch.
雑魚のくせにほんと威勢だけはいいな。
まあせいぜい楽しませてもらうとしましょうか。そちらの方はあなたたちのチームメイトですか？
ゆずは聖一さんたちのセコンドです。
Seemingly having piqued his interest, Shijo looks Yuzu up and down. Yuzu looks a little weak at the knees from his intense gaze, but she holds her ground.
へえ、ゆずさんというんですか。
ソミヤに何か用？
Toko steps in between him and Yuzu.
別に特にはありませんよ。ただセコンドの彼女には申し訳ないことをしてしまうなと。
どういう意味だ？
そんなの決まってるじゃないですか。あなたたちが揃いも揃って病院のお世話になるからですよ。3人もお見舞いするのは大変でしょ？
What? Shijo smiles, but those eyes glimmer like those of a ferocious carnivore.
聖一さんたちはあなたたちには絶対に負けません。
Yuzu steels herself and glares back at Shijo.
さあどうでしょう。僕たちのフェーズと比較するとそちらは一段落ちるのでは？
Shijo, however, holds his overconfident smile while Yuzu grinds her teeth. This might be the first time I've ever seen Yuzu outwardly enraged and facing someone directly.
せいぜい覚悟しとくんだぞ。
なあ、今度は周りを気にせず存分にやってやっからな。
それはこっちのセリフ。
After saying everything they came to say, Shijo's team returns to their bench.
聖一よ、この勝負絶対に勝つぞ。
Akane says this in a quiet voice, but her fist is clenched tight.
そろそろ時間。
Okay, let's get pumped up. I raise my voice and Akane, Kamishiro and Yuzu all reply with a resounding okay. After finishing our preparations, we head toward the ring.
樫の森学園チーム、靖国、上白、オーバー。
We respond with a yes and enter the ring. I hear Yuzu, Chiharu, Jin and Kaoru cheering us on from the sidelines.
聖デイビッド学園チーム、藤森、伏見、 師匠。
おっし人暴れすっか。
くし私の動力でボッコボコにしてやんぞ。
いくらでも潰して構いませんが、この前のような反則負けになることだけは注意してくださいね。
You can feel the electric tension in the air with the way they glare at us.
あたいらとの喧嘩を買ったからには覚悟しとけよな。
望むところだ。
パフェの裏に
If we're going to do this, we're going to do it at full power.
ではこれより柏森学園と聖デビッド学園両校の選抜メンバーによる学園対抗戦を始めたいと思う。
The referee stands in between us and explains the rules. They're essentially the same ones as the selection tournament. After finishing his explanation, the referee quickly raises his hand.
では試合始め。
Along with his signal, a whistle is blown.
行くぞ聖一。
Akane extends her hand out to me. She really doesn't have to tell me, but I take her hand.
ほう、これが動力アンプとやらですか。
Shijo's team doesn't immediately move and just observes us intently.
貴様たちには多くの借りがある。だがこの一撃で全て帳消しにしてやるから覚悟しろ。
Akane yells as she invokes a fireball. The heat on my cheek is hotter than anything I've ever felt from Akane before.
くらえレジェンダリーファイヤー。
She strikes down hard with a holy sword, Homura Kotona Osame. She's starting off with a full power attack. With a raging, intense heat, the enlarged fireball flies directly at Shijo. However, Shijo doesn't make a single effort to move.
やはりこの程度ですか。
With a broad grin, he crosses his twin blades.
フレームバースト。
He brings down his swords as if drawing an axe in the air. An unbelievably large explosion bursts from the intersection of his swords.
なんだと。
Akane's fireball was easily swallowed up in the explosion.
危ない。
At the same time, Kamishiro's wall of ice appears and protects us from the shockwave. Thanks, Kamishiro.
別に構わない。
バカな。本気で撃った一撃あんなにあっさりと。
It's as if our training at camp and my Doryoke amp hadn't done anything for the attack. Akane obviously can't hide her shock. I'm also surprised.
しっかり今は戦い中。
そうだったな。私としたことが。
Akane immediately regains her composure after Kamishiro calls out.
今度は相手の体勢を切り崩した後に叩き込むぞ。
Got it. I can hear Shijo's team talking beyond the ice wall as we are gathering our wits.
なあ師匠、もういいか。
もう我慢の限界っす。いつものように速攻でぶちのめしちゃいましょうよ。
そうですね。動力アンプも別に大したこともありませんでしたので構いませんよ。
おっしゃー、そうこなくっちゃ。
どいつからやろうかな。
Fujimori and Fushimi are almost uncontrollably, gleefully eyeing which one of us they should bully. Shijo slumps his shoulders and sighs in disgust.
まったく正直がっかりですよ。もう少しやるものだと期待してましたのに。
なあ聖一東子よ。
What is it?
師匠は私に任せてはもらえないだろうか。
ダメ。今の靖国は冷静さを欠いている。それに靖国の動力より私の方が相性はいい。
With that, Kamishiro faces Shijo and prepares her Doryoke. But
師匠はやらせねえよ。伏見頼む。
任せですよ。
as soon as I recognize that Fujimori had disappeared, she appears right in front of Kamishiro.
盛大にぶっ飛べや。
With a gigantic Doryoke vessel, she swings like a home run batter. Kamishiro doesn't take the attack with her sword, but blocks it with another wall of ice.
紙切れ出してんじゃね
Her shield of ice is easily split in half and Kamishiro is about to take a slash. Kamishiro grabs the sword in both hands to block the attack. Kamishiro is pushed back almost to the edge of the ring by Fujimori's attack, but manages to stand firm. After just one attack, Kamishiro drops Aogori on the floor.
結構効くだろあたいの一撃は
Damn it! That outrageously Herculean strength brings back bad memories. This time, I'm worried about Kamishiro's condition. Are you okay, Kamishiro?
大丈夫。ちょっと痺れただけ。骨までは行ってない。
She picks up her fallen Doryoku vessel from the ground.
次は油断しない。
けてめえも紙切れみたいに平らでヒョロヒョロしてやがるな。手加減するこっちの身にもなってもらいたいな。
仕方ないっすよ、藤森さん。あいつ胸がぺったんこな上にケツも小さい貧相な体してますから。
What? That's not what I would call a flat chest. Also, you want to talk?
勘違い。私はスレンダーで気痩せするだけ。むしろあなたの方が発育が未発達。
Kamishiro stares back at Fushimi and states her observance in a cold manner. I think their words might have flipped some kind of switch inside of Kamishiro.
なんだと？私がチビで貧乳だって言いたいのか？
見てると哀れになる。
ぶっ飛ばすぞ！
バカ！伏見の野郎！
With a poof, Fushimi's body disappears and a split second later it reappears in front of Kamishiro's eyes.
そりゃー！
わざわざ真正面に現れるなんてバカ。
In the same instant, Kamishiro summons her wall of ice.
なめるなよ！
Just the tip of Fushimi's blade disappears and suddenly appears behind Kamishiro's back.
後ろだとこ！
Responding to Akane's voice, Kamishiro ducks. By a hair's breadth, Fushimi's attack grazes Kamishiro.
くしどうだ？
危なかった。礼を言う、靖国。
Now's not the time for thanks.
バカじゃん。隙だらけだぞ！
Aiming for Toko's collapsed stance, Fushimi once again attacks with her sword.
貴様の方こそ隙だらけだ！
In the moment that Akane tries to provide cover fire with a fireball.
あなたたちの方こそ何をよそ見してるのですか？
邪魔をするな、師匠！
Akane!
お前の相手はこの値だよ！
Guha! It was just one swing. It was more than enough power to smash me up.
たった一発でダウンか。つまんねえな。
I don't know about that. Yeah! I'm down on the ground, but I see an opening and swing at Fujimori's legs.
あてめえ！
She cringes in agony as she falls to one knee. Don't worry, I only swung at you with the dull edge. Still, it may have left a good welt. Don't think badly of me for it.
どういうことだ？てめえの動力は一人じゃ何にもできねえはずだろ。
That's all in the past now. Right now, I have something directly influenced by my own strength. I have the deep lens that user developed for me. What's more, it's been improved further since the training camp and can withstand 4 uses.
なんだこれ、動けないぞ！
当然、地面を凍らしたから。そのまま氷漬けになるといい。
冗談じゃないぞ！
Using her Doryoku, Fushimi teleports next to Fujimori.
あっぶなー。氷女に氷漬けにされるところだったぞ！
You got caught off guard because you were too full of yourself.
ああ？クソったれが。上から目線で講釈垂れてんじゃねえぞ！
Fujimori stands up as if nothing had ever happened and composes herself.
骨さえ繋がってればこれくらいなんでもねえぜ。
What's your body made of? Normally, she should be able to stand.
お返しだ。うわー
However, Fujimori fiercely advances as if nothing was wrong. I can't take the attack head on, so I step back to distance myself.
合力系で肉体を強化してるからあれくらいじゃダメージにならない。
Oh, I see.
オーバー、ここからは2人で行動する。
You got it.
伏見、あたいらもタッグ組むぞ。
了解っす。
While the four of us are locked in a tag team battle, Akane and Shijo are also having a grand face-off. Akane fires off 3 fireballs in succession.
Hot!
And Shijo envelops them all with one giant explosion. They're both of the same affinity, but their techniques are completely different. Akane comes at her opponent with balls of scorching hot fire, and Shijo ignites large explosions and uses the shockwave to push back his.
まだまだ。
いくらやっても無駄です。所詮あなたの貧相な炎では僕の炎に勝てない。
A flash of red erupts when Shijo swings his twin swords. Akane's fireball is easily devoured by the explosion.
これほどまでに力の差があるというのか。
Akane's breathing is labored and Shijo is completely composed. The difference is painfully evident by their degrees of fatigue.
ならばこれでどうだ。
Along with Homura, Kotona, Osame dressed in flames, Akane lunges at Shijo. A bright red flash of her sword. Akane attacks not with her doryoke, but fights with her sword skills. With the support of countless drills, Akane repeatedly assaults at Shijo with the full weight of her sword. We can't afford to lose either. Let's go, Kamishiro!
接近戦は危険。遠距離から一撃で沈める。
I heighten Kamishiro's freezing power with my doryoke amp. The temperature around us continues to drop, and it's accompanied by a glittering sparkling in the air. To begin with, Kamishiro's doryoke phase was already a cut above the rest. Adding my doryoke amp on top of that certainly makes this an instant kill cold attack. However,
はあ、させるわきゃねえだろうが。
飛ばすっすよ藤森さん。
おいや
Fujimori and Fushimi teleport. They immediately appear behind our backs. Aiming at our clasped hands, Fujimori swings down her gigantic sword. Whoa! I'm forced to let go of Kamishiro's hand. I knew it wasn't going to be that easy to end things.
オーバー、私の後ろに。
Right.
そらそらそらそら。
With her vigor of someone making shaved ice, Fujimori whittles down the ice wall.
ディープレンズはあと何回使える？
I used one earlier, so 3 more times.
ち削るそばから凍っていきやがれ。キリがねえ。
だったら私に任せるっすよ。
Fushimi teleports to the wall of ice. Without a moment's delay, Fujimori comes charging in with her greatsword.
いきやがれや！
Setting her sights on Kamishiro, she wildly swings her greatsword. I won't let you! I jump in front of Kamishiro to protect her and to block the attack with my sword. Gah! Deep lens! I negate the strength Doryoke reinforced attack with my deep lens.
またあたいの一撃を受け止めやがっただと。
そこまで。
ちっ、命拾いしたな、この野郎。
次のラウンドで絶対にぶっ潰すからな。
With reluctant complaints, they back off.
大丈夫か、聖一。
Somehow, and likewise, I'm glad you are also safe. It's really something to have held out against Shijo. This is yet another example of the results of our training with Eve and Ota's team. We slumped down on our benches, completely exhausted. I knew it going in, but they are really tough opponents.
そうだな。だが連中はまだそこを見せていない。まるで戦いを楽しんでる素振りすらある。
きっとまだ本気を出していない。
We all stare at each other with solemn faces.
お疲れ様です。こちらをどうぞ。
Yuzu hands us sports drinks and towels. Thanks, Yuzu.
どこか怪我とかはありませんか？
I'm alright. How about you two?
あ、問題ない。
靖国と同じく。
そうですか。よかったです。それではあまり時間もないので手短に説明したいと思います。
Yuzu is being much more brisk than usual. She normally fusses over whether we are injured or not, but this time she's different. Explanation?
はい。四条さん、藤森さん、伏見さんの個々の特徴についてです。まず藤森さんですが、典型的な合力系ですね。もともとの身体能力も高いようで、だいぶ戦い慣れているようです。
Yeah, it feels like she was born and bred to be a delinquent.
ですが、我流の荒々しい剣術で一撃の隙がかなり大きいです。攻撃後のカウンターを狙うのが有効的だと思われます。
That's true, now that you mention it. It's just like Yuzu points out, I was able to counter Fujimori that way.
ですが、伏見さんの存在が藤森さんの隙をうまくカバーしているようです。
移動系の動力は思ってた以上に厄介。
After being blocked by Fushimi so many times, you can hear the irritation in her voice.
一見すると万能に思える伏見さんの動力にも弱点はあります。
弱点？
はい。伏見さんの場合、自身の近くにあるものしか移動できません。おそらく動力機が届く範囲くらいが精一杯だと思います。それと複数を一度にたくさん移動させることも苦手なようです。ただ動力フェーズは高いので精度と速度は抜群に優れてるかと。
つまり手数のある攻撃には弱いということ？
はい、そうだと思います。威力は低くても構いませんので、一度に多数の攻撃を仕掛ければ有効打を与えられるかと。そして最後に四条さんについてですが、まだ本気を出していないように見えます。やはりか。とても効率的に動力を使っていました。少ない労力で大きな効果が出るように。ですが動力の発動までに若干のタイムラグがあるようです。あの強力な爆炎もおそらく連続しては撃てないでしょう。
Huh, there's even this kind of difference between Akane and Shizu's flame affinity.
そうですね。動力機の形状などで結構変わったりしますよ。だから奥が深いんですけどね。なるほど。さすがゆずだ。よく調べてあるな。そんな、ゆずはセコンドとして当たり前のことをしたまでで、
And as usual, Yuzu goes bright red with embarrassment upon being praised. Still, it's not my imagination when I say I can feel the difference in enthusiasm when it comes down to this tournament. We continue to go over our battle strategy, and before we know it, the break is over.
そろそろ時間のようです。頑張ってください。皆さんならきっと勝てるとゆずは信じてますので。
きっとじゃない。必ず勝つ。
Totally. Thanks, Yuzu.
ゆずのアドバイス、無駄にはしないぞ。
We respond to Yuzu's cheer and once again return to the ring.
第2ラウンド始め。
Next time on Koiken Otome. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a nice day. Bye bye.